We live in a world right now that has so many different opinions, and I feel like the result is a lot of chaos. I mean, even in my own context, I have people in my congregation saying, what should we do about the vaccine? And what should we do about these restrictions? And how should we respond to the government? And I'll be honest with you, on a lot of these issues, I still really feel like I don't know. And so I had to reflect on that. And the question I want to answer today is, what should you do when you don't know what to do? Maybe you feel like that. You're like, I don't know what to do either. Well, in Philippians chapter 4, Paul is writing to a group of people who are going through the same situation as us. They're confused. There's a lot of chaos, a lot of different opinions. And so he helps them by calling what I call a timeout. When you're a coach and you call a timeout, you get your team together and you remind them about what really matters. And so here's what he says. He says, finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. And whatever you've learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put these into practice. And why would you do that? Well, because then the God of peace will be with you. And so I just draw from this 3 life questions that I often ask myself when I don't know what to do, what I should respond, and how I should respond. The first question I ask is it true? Now, look, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I want to help you with this, okay? 70% true isn't absolutely true. 99.9%, it has to be absolutely true. And so the word Paul uses here is excellent. This word translated means a virtue or a moral standing that actually enhances your life. And this is by God's standard, not man's standard, not man's opinion, not what you think or how you feel, but what God has said. And can I help you with this? I'll tell you what's absolutely true. God is good and God is in control. You can go to the bank on that. The second question I ask myself is it helpful? Paul says, if it's praiseworthy, think about this. Now here's the thing about that. You don't get to attribute that label to yourself. It's something others see in you and want to follow or emulate. It's an expression. And this is why I love following Jesus, because he truly was praiseworthy. The things he did were truly helpful, even when they were challenging. So is it true? Is it helpful? And finally, am I really responsible? He says, put these things into practice. Now listen, there are a lot of things that we aren't responsible for. And here's what I want to help you with, okay? When you aren't responsible, just leave it with God. Trust God to work it out. You take responsibility for what you are called to do, and you do your part so that we can become a part of the solution instead of a part of the chaos. I think being a follower of Jesus is all about that. So my encouragement to you today is when you don't know what to do, just ask these 3 questions found in Philippians chapter 4. Is it true? Is it helpful? And am I responsible? And when you can answer those questions, the Bible promises it will bring you peace. The peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your heart and your mind. And these are stepping stones toward being who God has created you to be.